What is up, guys? It is another week, and this time we are in another Ford, and this time it is the all new Puma. So, obviously, this is a very brand new car to the South African market, not so much in the European market. But as always, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about this car. So, keep it locked and let's go. So, starting here with the wheels, we've got these really cool two-tone 17-inch alloy wheels, and moving over to the front, we've got these canoe-shaped headlights with LED technology, of course. Some have been saying that they look like a frog. Some have been saying that they look like a bug. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. But moving on, we've got these chrome elements around the grille. We've also got this contrasting grey bumper over there. And I think the front end overall looks really cool. And moving over to the side, the chrome treatment continues over here as well. And I think overall it gives it a very classy look. And I quite like it. Let's go over to the back. At the back, as you can see, you've got these really nice LED tail lamps, which look really, really cool. They've also got this really nice black outline as well to them. Overall, the back does look pretty neat. It's got some Puma badging over there, just in case everyone else forgets what kind of car you're driving. And moving over into the boot, we've got a really spacious boot. It measures at 456 liters, but what that means is you can fit a bunch of luggage bags and some suitcases in there pretty nicely, as well as your grocery shopping. So that gets a thumbs up from me. So I've now jumped into the back seat of the Puma, and as you can see, space is a bit compromised. I mean, my knees are touching my driving position over there. My feet are pretty well catered for, and my head is decent enough, I guess. Unfortunately, there are no amenities back here. You don't get any charging ports or anything, not even any air vents, guys. Wow. But yeah, you do get speakers as well at the back, as well as small nyana door pockets for your cool drink. So the front at least has a lot more going on for it. So first things first, you get this infotainment touchscreen, which is rather old in the grand scheme of things if you consider what Ford currently has in some of its bigger models, but it is functional. It does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, so it also is pretty neat as well when you pair up your phone. We've got some physical buttons over there, as you can see, which are always a win, and you've also got physical controls for the climate control as well. Furthermore, you also get a wireless charger over here, as well as a 12-volt socket. You also get a USB-A port, which is neat. The cup holders are pretty spacious and they're big enough for large bottles. And I mean, overall, guys, the layout is really, really cool. I mean, if you're used to Ford products, then this will feel right at home for you. I mean, everything feels premium, everything feels nice to touch. And even these seats are pretty comfortable and supportive. And they also have some good adjustability as well. So I'm really happy about that. So we are now going for a drive, of course, in this Ford Puma. So first things first, this is the titanium model, which means it is the entry level model, but it's all but entry level actually, if you ask me. So there are two models in the lineup. You get this titanium and a sportier looking ST line Finale. So this titanium model is essentially the entry point, as I mentioned, and it actually is jam packed with features. So let's start with upfront. You get one engine in the entire lineup. You get a 1 liter, a very familiar 1 liter EcoBoost engine, and it essentially gives you 92 kilowatts and 170 newton meters of torque. And it is every bit more than sufficient. Like, it is all that you need. If you say that you need any more power or that you are lacking for power, then I'm afraid you are lying, because this is really sufficient enough, especially in such a compact size. It really does feel like all the power you'll ever need in every driving situation. So, of course, that is mated to an automatic transmission, which does a very good job at going about its duties, especially out on the highway, but even in and around town. However, I have noticed that in traffic, the transmission can be a bit clunky, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. However, it does make up for it, as I mentioned, when you are up to speed and you are cruising around. So in day-to-day driving, this Puma is really comfortable. I really have no complaints on its comfort or just the way it drives. I mean, it drives really well. The steering is nice and nicely weighted, which is a good thing. And I mean, overall noise insulation is also pretty commendable too. I mean, this car, I don't think you guys understand. Like, this car is so jam-packed with features. I mean, you get the whole adaptive cruise control suite of safety systems. So you essentially get lane keeping assist, you get radar cruise control, or adaptive cruise control rather, where the car will basically steer itself to keep you a safe following distance from the car in front, as well as keep you in the center of your lane. So it's really jam packed. I mean, it's even got park assist. It's got a whole suite of safety systems, which are really cool, and they really do make driving a much less of a hassle. Something quite commendable about this Puma, albeit an entry-level model, is just how well appointed it is in terms of spec and features, but also the overall fit and finish of the interior as well. I mean, everywhere you touch is pretty good to the touch. We've also got this really nice cloth with stitching here on the door cards, and even the dashboard feels really nice. So I think it's a winner. So this Ford Puma Titanium will set you back 569,000 Rand. And if you're wondering how much it'll cost you to insure your brand new Puma, why don't you hop onto Naked's website or their app, which is extremely intuitive and easy to use. I got a quote for this exact car in less than 3 minutes. It was really easy. I mean, it's really that simple. All you have to do is go onto the website or the app and put in all your details, and you can literally get a quote without having to talk to an agent for ages and ages and ages. We all know how tedious that is. And another cool thing is that if you cancel your old insurance and join up with Naked, they will actually help you cancel your old insurance to go for the Naked insurance. So I think that's really cool, and I would implore you to try it out. But that is it from me and this week's video, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please do comment down below with all of your thoughts. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future. But for me, that's it. I'm this Puma. It's been great, guys, and see you guys on the next one. Cheers.